think you'll understand. Once upon a time, you dressed so fine, through the bumps of dime in your prime. Mother, she's killed a man.
Rock music is more than sound. It's rebellion, freedom, and revolution. Across decades, certain songs didn't just climb the charts. They ripped through culture and reshaped everything in their path. These tracks were sparks that ignited movements, anthems that spoke for generations, and masterpieces that changed what music could be. Today, we'll revisit 10 songs that didn't just make history, they redefined it. From distorted riffs to grunge cries, these are the tracks that changed rock forever. In 1951, Ike Turner's band recorded Rocket 88, a song many call the first true rock and roll track. Its secret weapon wasn't intention but accident, a damaged amplifier that produced raw distortion. Instead of fixing it, the band leaned in, and the gritty guitar tone became the foundation of rock. You women have heard of jalopies, you've heard the noise they make, but let me introduce my new Rocket 88. The lyrics about cars, freedom, and speed mirror post-war America's hunger for change. But it was that unpolished energy that made listeners feel something brand new. Rock suddenly had teeth. Rocket 88 didn't just start a trend, it birthed an entire genre. Still, this was only the beginning. The next step would prove rock could be wild, chaotic, and unapologetically loud. By 1955, rock had momentum, but Little Richard gave it fire. Tutti Frutti wasn't just a song, it was a detonation. With his wild piano pounding and electrifying vocals, Richard created chaos that felt alive. That opening shout, "A wop bopaloo bop," became the heartbeat of rebellion. For teenagers, it was freedom. For parents, it was fear. Richard broke barriers, bringing black artistry and queer energy into the spotlight.
Why you don't know what you do to me, to the booty, oh, to the booty.
Forcing the industry to face its future. The raw rhythm inspired countless artists, but no one matched the ferocity. Tutti Frutti transformed rock from catchy tunes to pure liberation. Yet as pianos rattled and voices soared, the guitar was about to steal the stage and become rock's ultimate weapon. In 1958, Chuck Berry unleashed Johnny B. Good, and rock was never the same. From its legendary opening riff, the electric guitar became the star of the genre. Berry's storytelling, a poor boy rising to fame through music, captured rock's mythology of dreams and defiance. More than an anthem, it became rock's DNA, inspiring everyone from the Rolling Stones to Jimi Hendrix. It was even launched into space on NASA's Voyager record, chosen to represent humanity's creativity. Johnny B. Good wasn't just music. It was a promise that greatness could come from anywhere, with 6 strings and determination. Rock had its anthem, but soon, a group from across the ocean would launch a cultural invasion like no one had seen before.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you something, I think you'll understand.
When the Beatles released I Want to Hold Your Hand in 1963, everything shifted. America was grieving after JFK's assassination, and suddenly the song brought joy and hope. With its infectious melody and harmonies, it sparked hysteria, Beatlemania. But it wasn't just teenage screaming. The single launched the British invasion, proving rock wasn't confined to America. The Beatles blended charm with musical innovation, reshaping rock into a global force. I Want to Hold Your Hand wasn't simply catchy. It was a cultural explosion that united generations across borders.
I'll tell you something, I think you'll understand.
From that moment, rock became international. But just as the Fab Four brought joy, another artist was about to bring sharp poetry, changing how rock spoke to its audience forever. In 1965, Bob Dylan shattered convention with Like a Rolling Stone. At 6 minutes long, it defied radio norms but captivated listeners. Its scathing lyrics, dripping with anger and poetry, transformed rock into something more profound. Dylan proved music didn't need polished love songs. It could challenge society and strip down hypocrisy. Suddenly, rock wasn't just about dancing. It was intellectual, confrontational, and literary.
Never understood that it ain't no good. You can't let other people get your picks for you.
Critics called it a masterpiece. Musicians saw a new freedom, and audiences embraced its raw truth. Rock gained a conscience, and with it, power. But while Dylan made rock think deeper, another band was about to take it higher, literally, crafting the most epic rock journey the world had ever heard. By 1971, rock had grown louder and grander, but Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven redefined ambition. Starting with gentle acoustic strums, it climbed into one of rock's most explosive guitar solos. The track became the ultimate radio request, even without a single release. It wasn't just a song, it was an odyssey, weaving spirituality, mystery, and unmatched musicianship. Fans treated it as sacred. Critics hailed it as untouchable. Every band since has chased its blueprint of calm beginnings, erupting into chaos.
In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees.
With Stairway, Zeppelin created rock's epic anthem. But while this masterpiece reached the heavens, another band was ready to smash tradition, proving rock could be theater, opera, and madness all at once.
Oh, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me.
In 1975, Queen released Bohemian Rhapsody, a song that made no sense, yet made history. Was it opera? A ballad? Hard rock? Freddie Mercury said it was all of the above. Critics doubted it. Radio stations hesitated. But audiences were mesmerized. Its 6 minutes of soaring vocals, operatic choruses, and thunderous guitar solos defied everything the industry thought possible. Risky, theatrical, and unapologetic, it redefined rock as performance art. Today, it remains one of the most beloved songs ever recorded. Mercury proved that creativity, no matter how strange, could become legendary. But as Queen turned rock into theater, another group would strip it back to raw energy and rebellion, giving the genre a fierce new edge. By 1979, punk was loud and messy, but The Clash gave it direction. London Calling wasn't just noise, it was urgency. With snarling vocals and driving rhythm, the song warned of unemployment, political unrest, and global collapse. It wasn't escapism, it was reality put to music. Unlike shallow pop, The Clash used rock to wake people up, proving rebellion could be meaningful. The track became punk's global anthem, making listeners question the world around them. More than raw energy, it showed rock's ability to provoke thought while still electrifying audiences. Punk had matured into something sharper. Yet while The Clash carried warning sirens, another band would turn up the heaviness, birthing an entirely new sound in rock's family tree. When Black Sabbath released Iron Man in 1970, the world heard something new, dark, heavy, and ominous. Its grinding riff and apocalyptic mood created a soundscape unlike anything before. This was the birth of heavy metal. Ozzy Osbourne's haunting voice and Tony Iommi's crushing guitar riffs became a blueprint for countless bands that followed. The song didn't just play, it crushed, embodying the frustration and disillusionment of a generation. Rock suddenly had a darker side, and young listeners embraced its raw power. Without Iron Man, metal as a genre might never have existed. But even as Sabbath created heaviness, the 90s were waiting to strip everything back to raw emotion and angst. In 1991, Nirvana dropped Smells Like Teen Spirit, and the rock world changed overnight. With distorted guitars and Kurt Cobain's tortured scream, the song captured teenage angst with brutal honesty. It wasn't polished, it was raw, messy, and authentic. Glam rock's flashy image crumbled as grunge exploded into the mainstream. Suddenly, ripped jeans and garage-born sound dominated MTV. Cobain became a reluctant voice of Generation X, his anthem echoing frustration and alienation across the globe. Smells Like Teen Spirit didn't just top charts, it killed an era and birthed a new one. Rock had reinvented itself once again, proving that rebellion never dies. It only transforms with each generation's voice. These 10 songs weren't just tracks, they were revolutions. Each one bent rules, sparked movements, or gave voice to restless generations. Rock will keep evolving, but these moments remain immortal. Which song shook your world? Share in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more music history.